Hello. Are we live?
Ah, that was
Yes.
pretty evil.
Yes. Evil. Very evil. Well, we're talking about the cults. The cults today. Yeah.
You could say that. I'm
The
sure some would
religion.
agree with us.
The Christians or the Islams, the Muslims, Islams, or the Buddhists, or the Sikhs. We took
It's
there's
mad. We
thousands.
chose this subject like I don't know 3 4 days before everything happened the other day. We didn't like I don't know yeah, and we did that topic a few weeks ago as well. The topic that everyone's probably talking about right now.
What topic? Oh, Israel and Palestine. Yeah, we
Yeah,
spoke about it when
about
number 20.
2 shows ago. Two
Right.
shows ago. Yeah.
Well, this is our 30th showdown. Wow,
Yeah.
30 shows. Wow.
I've shared the link. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm not too bad. Um, been researching about religion. You put Christianity as a main um, topic to talk about, so I've got a whole page full of notes about Christianity and about Jesus and the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I shared the picture. I put it's got the 5 choices or categories in it. This
Here we
week's.
go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the comments. Oh, here we go. We've got the commenters in the chat. Let's start from the top. Before we go on to the history of religion, let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Mickey Mouse, big up, big up. Bash the like button. Put one in the chat. Smash it, guys. Smash your iPads, smash your laptops, your phones, while you're bashing the like button. Yeah. Agent X, big up, big up. Uh, sounds an interesting topic tonight. Mr. Rainbow, hello. Token, hello, Mrs. J, good evening. JD, greetings, 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 greetings. How do you say that? Yeah. Anarchy, big up, big up. Mystical, hello, good evening, guys and girls. Earthlings, I don't want to offend anyone again. If you're male or female, let's call you Earthlings. Gender neutral, Earthlings. Yeah. Hello, Earthlings. Hello, everyone, and hello, Age. Good evening, sir.
A lot. You'll eventually have to change that though, because what happens if someone's from Mars, isn't it? You might offend them.
Well,
But
right
for
now,
now, right
right,
now,
right,
you can use
right
it.
now,
Ah, shit.
it's not racist to say Earthlings yet.
So who's got the best god, or who's right?
Oh, the best God? Well, my God, I know for sure that my God is better than your God. My God even looks better than your God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I've never seen this person, this God, I know he's better looking than your God.
Has anyone ever described it? Him, her, she, shim, they. Didn't the Church of England say that God is a they them
Oh no,
a
really?
few weeks ago?
Oh.
Yeah, that was quite funny. So the history of religion, I don't know where you could start. I'd probably say like 5,000 years ago, maybe
Well,
more. I don't know.
oh well,
When were the
I know.
Sumerians around?
Oh, could be. I've got 3,200 BCE.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
put
so that's
in
about 500
Hinduism.
years, 5,000 years, isn't it? Ish.
Yeah, 5,200 years ago. Hinduism, man. But you're saying, someone said earlier, what was it now? That was far greater than that. What, like 10,000 years or something, 100,000 years. The Samaritans, or you just said it as well.
Sumerians.
Sumerians, yeah.
I don't know. I think you're probably right though. Hinduism has been around longer, maybe.
But I got involved with the writing as well. Writing was invented around the same time, about 5,000 years ago. So that's when history first started, with the writing of like a holy book or something.
See, I always thought religion was based around like wars. You kind of you had like the Byzantine wars, and then you had the Christian Crusades and the Ottoman wars, and yeah, there was just wars. There was wars between Hindus and Sikhs, and then there was wars between the Mongols and Muslims, and yeah.
And after television says government is a religion because you have to believe and have faith for it to exist.
Yeah, it could be. Did you say earlier theocracy is when like a country's run by like the religious sort of,
Yeah, so
like Iran, even Israel and Palestine there, that's like a theocracy, you could say, isn't it?
yeah, so if people don't know what theocracy means, it's a form of government in which one or more deities are recognized as the supreme ruling authorities. So they're the governing, they're the controllers. So was religion based on that?
Possibly.
But the book
Mickey
says
Mouse.
these scriptures, they say that God come down from the sky and told these people, Jesus or whoever, Moses, Muhammad, there's so many of these messengers. This is why there's these religions, and not because of theocracy and people wanting to control man for wars and for territory. But in some ways, if you deeply think about it, in some ways, it could be for territory. You're going to have to make the non-believers believe, and by doing that, you have to knock on their door and say, hello, either you follow us or we're going to have to kick down your door and make you follow us.
Yeah. I think the Catholic Church did that in South America. And the Protestants did it in North America. Pretty
Government
much.
and politics are not the same thing.
No. Same as religion. It's a totally different thing, but they seem to tie it all in, don't they? With the media as well. I think the concept of religion that came later on in, like, I don't know, maybe Victorian eras, like 1800s, 1900s, you know.
So you're saying, so no, before, well, what are you saying? So you think religion was first created because for wars or following? That's what you're saying, right? That's what you believe.
Yeah, like an invading army would come in and then they'd install their religion on that people, or they'd wipe them all out.
But
and
why?
just recolonize.
Just to recolonize, right? Yeah. Wow.
Probably when we'd like started coming together as a civilization and then farming and coming together as groups. I think maybe superstition came along, or someone figured out that you could create more superstitions and then these people would follow these things and you could get them into a trap and a cycle. And
yeah.
And then the religions in, I don't know, 15, 16, 1700s, they became like institutions where they were like almost like central governments of that religion. Like, you know, the Vatican is the central government of the Catholic Church. Mecca for Islam.
Mecca? I'm joking.
Religion is just a bunch of rules to obey.
Let me ask the chat a question. And the chat named 20 different religions. I've got 11 different religions, or 12, 11, 12. Age, how many do you know, like off the top of your head? I got them written down.
Oh, off the top of my head, probably about 10 to 15, maybe 20. I don't know.
Yeah, go on.
Would you consider paganism as a religion? That's one, isn't it? Paganism.
Paganism.
I'm trying to think of ones that are not easy, like simple. Sufism, that's...
What about Rastafari?
Yeah, that's one.
Yes. What about Scientology?
Yeah. Jehovah's Witnesses.
What about Voodoo?
I think that's like sort of the south of Africa, innit? Maybe.
Yeah. And Wicca.
Wicca. I don't know too much about that, but I know it is a religion. Jainism or is wasn't before like China outlawed all religion, is it Confucianism or whatever it's called? Confucius. I don't know if it was actually a religion though. I've got to have a look at that.
Oh, look at Miss J. What's that religion? Mithraism.
Mithraism. Yeah, I've heard of that. Can't. Zen, Buddhist. Flying spaghetti monster. Didn't they make a church for like Star Trek?
Really? I have to join it. It's for Star Trek. Huh? Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah, it's split into different like I couldn't even, how would you put it? Categories maybe. You got like polytheism, monotheism, panentheism, dualism, that's like Gnosticism.
Ananism, and animism, and Jainism.
One of the newest faiths is Baha'i faith. Oh, I don't know. It's quite a new one. Established in the 19th century.
Droid.
Nation of Islam.
Flying spaghetti monster. Oh no. JW is 33 JS. What's that just saying? Right.
Pastafarian, yeah, man.
Buddhist. What's a Zen?
Brands have taken over the void of religion as people move away from traditional religions. Yeah. Brands and influencers.
Taoism. That's right. Norfolk Taoism. Yeah.
Taoism. Wasn't that in China? Church of Mo.
Church of Trump. Up here we got a list. Yes.
So I got a good question. Well, I think it's a good question for anyone who wants to answer it. Do you think religion has held humanity back or helped? So, what do you reckon? Helped or hindered? It has held humanity back.
Interesting question. Don't know. Let's get the thoughts from the chat first. Might sway my mind. I don't know. Has it helped? What was it like on Earth before there was religion?
People were probably superstitious, or they followed the weather a lot more and the seasons. Not like something that's kind of imaginary that, I don't know, hasn't been explained or proven in a way, has it really?
Temple of Set. What the hell is that? Temple of Set. Is that religion?
Yeah.
The Temple of Set. Missy J said Satanism as well.
Yeah,
religion.
that is one. Sure it is. Satanists out there. Shall I share the link?
Yeah, might as well, man. Get someone up on here. They can tell us why their religion, they follow their religion, and how it's helping the planet.
YouTubeism, that's become a new little religion.
YouTubeism, yes, man. YouTubeism.
Or internetism.
Internetism, exactly. Technologyism, I don't know. You base your life around wearing those goggles all day. Imagine you're working in those goggles, you know, you gotta provide the service, you gotta work in a 3D shop and serve 3D people, you know. And you're earning a wage for it, and then with that wage you can buy food in the real life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that soon. Ancients of Mu.
Yeah, I've heard that one as well. Can't think where. Maybe from Graham Hancock. Somewhere like that.
But what did Emperor Constantine in the 4th century do?
Oh, Constantine. Wasn't he a Roman emperor?
Yes.
Trying to think now. What he did. Didn't he? Oh. No, you'll have to tell me. I can't remember now.
Norfolk is there. He was a Christian, and he made it the national religion. Ban all religions. Yes. Christianity was the number one religion when the 4th century in the Roman Empire. And it's been like that since then, isn't it? But what were they before? What were they before they were Christians?
Probably pagans, maybe. I don't know.
Does the chat know?
I know that Oliver Cromwell sort of forced everyone in Britain to be Puritans, didn't he? And stopped. Basically, no one could work on a Sunday. So he kind of created that weekend culture in a way. But it was all about Sunday was about God. There was many different cults that he consolidated into Christianity by force. That's interesting.
So, all in all, how many religions are roughly there in the world right now? Worldwide right now? Roughly.
Oh, 20,000 maybe? I couldn't tell you.
20,000? No, less than that.
2,000?
Double that.
Wow, 4,000.
4,300 roughly.
8 billion religions. Oh, yeah, that's probably true. We've all got our own little experience going on.
Yeah, we can all say either believe in God and just keep working our normal job, or someone will give us £1 billion and say, stop believing in God and you can have £1 billion. You'll do it.
Yeah, of course.
Big up Joe Black. I met him at the protest, the last protest.
Nice. Which one?
Which one was it? The tennis ball one. Fiona, the one where Pirate Finder confronted Fiona at the front of the protest. The March for Freedom.
I reckon there could be loads of trouble this Friday.
This
or
Friday?
Saturday. Friday and Saturday.
Well, what's happening?
Probably be like Palestine, Israel shit going on. Maybe definitely down the speaker's corner it will be. Yeah, man. I'd
I'm
stay away.
working as well.
Yeah, I'd stay away anyway.
Yeah, I tried booking days off for the Sundays for Speaker's Corner, but work wouldn't give me the time off.
Yeah, it'd be big this weekend.
Yeah, I tried booking the next 3 Sundays off, and they all got rejected.
There'll be some heated discussions going on this week.
2 boomers, big up, big up, big up. So Christianity, yeah?
Christianity. I could have put of any religion on there.
Well, why did you pick Christianity and not Islam?
I don't know. I think Christianity is there's more Christians in the world than any, isn't there?
Yeah, there's in fact 2.3 billion followers of Christian adherents. Yeah.
And then probably after that is Islam.
Yeah.
Half that, maybe.
What's the smallest number for one religion? Or what is the or what is the religion? Smallest religion?
Fuck knows. My religion that I just created. God knows. Some little cult.
No, you was right before. It is Sikhism. That's got like only 2 million or something like that. 3 million.
Yeah. So yeah, Christianity. Did that start during Jesus's life, or was it after he died? I can't remember.
Where was Jesus Christ
I should
born?
have. Galilee, innit? Which is basically Israel now.
What was it
Galilee.
called? Bethlehem.
Was he born in Bethlehem? No. It wasn't his parents from Bethlehem. Oh, I can't remember. Jesus of Nazareth, that's what he was called, wasn't he?
No, I'm sure he was born in Bethlehem. My notes say Bethlehem here.
Well, probably he's probably born in Bethlehem, yeah, but his parents and he like lived in around Nazareth. I'll find. Oh, here's a good map actually. Have a look at that quick. I'll share this.
Pastafarian religion.
Yeah, this is a good map. It's where at least 3 of the religions came from. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Well, that's like Israel now.
Yeah.
But they called him Jesus of Nazareth, didn't they? But he was born in Bethlehem. Yeah, it was never called Israel. It was called Samaria, and it was that's right, Palestine.
The fly.
Jericho.
All this. Big up, big up. Bear Brooklyn in the house. Yeah, Israel, man. Oh, mobile.
Yeah.
And part of the
Though it's
world.
still playing out 3,000 years later. It's all still playing out
Yeah,
because of religion, I suppose.
sure.
Well, it is. It's like you've got two sets of people that are they want to wipe out the other set of people because of their belief in something.
It's like the Indians and the Pakistanis. They hate each other, you know. They'll do like one of them's Christians, one of them's Muslims. Like I don't know, man. Maybe you're right, but imagine if the whole world was to follow one religion, like Christianity. Wouldn't then wouldn't that then we find peace in the world? You know, if everyone was just one religion.
Suppose they've said that.
Would there
But then,
would there be gone? Sorry.
and then like all the other religions would be like, well, would be better off with our religion. Yes.
But if
I
everyone was
suppose it's
one
something to
religion,
do with the human brain, isn't it? Or psyche.
oh, but if everyone was supporting one religion, uh, you wouldn't need to think of other religions.
Yeah. But all these religions exist now. We can't like just get rid of them.
Well, we can.
You could, but it'd be seen as, I don't know,
There's a new god in town.
fascist.
There's
It'd
a
be
new
seen
god
as fascism, wouldn't it? Trying to get rid of religion.
There's a new god in town. He's gonna be in town in like 5 years' time, and he's gonna be like, everyone. Once I flick my hand, everything will be within 15 minutes of you.
Yeah, if that actually happened and God did show up, then all right, yeah. But in all of human existence, I can't find any evidence that he has anyway. So, or anyone has proven or even defined or described what God is.
But isn't it enough? Like a like the Bible is a true story. You know, everything inside it, it's not fake, it's real. Everything that is real. So I don't know, man.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, King James I can't remember what fucking century it was or time, but he changed the Bible into English from Latin, and they changed little parts in it. So I don't know. And if the Bible is just stories, how could you I don't know, how could stories of a creator hold so much weight and like power in the world? Like even let's just say God did exist. I'd be like, okay, he exists. Thank you. Great. Let's all move on. Like, does it matter? Like, no offense, but do we have to sit and dwell on our creator? Like, I don't ring my mom up every day and go, oh my God, thank you, mom. You created me. You've given me life. That's so amazing. And then I put the phone down and then I ring her up the next day and I do the same thing. I don't every day, you know, it's just something, you know, I thank her every year on her birthday or Mother's Day or whatever. I don't see how something like that could hold so much weight and power. An agnostic is someone who neither believes nor disbelieves. That's me, basically. I'd say I'm that. Yeah, I do. Miss J's right, actually. Yeah, I ring my mum up every day, and I thank her for my existence. Thank you, mum. No.
So let me read a bit of notes about Christianity. So Christianity, Christians, God, Jesus Christ. Christianity is a prominent and influential religion that originated in the 1st century CE in the region of modern-day Israel, with around 2.3 billion. I mentioned this in it, yeah. It is the biggest religion globally. Yes. The followers of Christianity believe in the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, who they believe is the Son of God and the Savior of mankind. So is that what they think? They think Jesus is the Savior of humanity, but save them from what?
Yeah, exactly.
Save them
From the
from what?
darkness. From the darkness.
Or from the darkness.
I don't know.
But what if
After he got executed, the Romans pretty much enslaved a lot of North Africa and around all of that area. So it didn't really save humanity, did he? In fact, he made it worse because, I mean, look at what happened on Saturday. Obviously, that had nothing to do with Christianity, but it's just another belief system that's been created upon layer of bullshits and lies and years of dogma and yeah. I'm just waffling on tonight, I think.
So the key concepts of Christianity include the belief in the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy
The Holy
Spirit.
Spirit.
Salvation through faith in Jesus and the divine inspiration of the Bible, which is considered the scared scripture. So without the Bible, There's no religion.
I suppose the holy books are like a set of rules to that religion, maybe, as well as the historical, like, I don't know, references of the past. Who knows?
Oh. Wow. So Christianity started at 0, and the history of writing goes back as far as 5,000 years ago. But imagine they didn't come up with writing there, would there will be no religion now. Without books, there will be no religion. Because you needed books to remember prayers and stuff like that, and hymns and all of that. Without writing, people would be able to remember the religion and all its commandments and so forth.
Apparently, they used to chain like most books up, apart from the Bible, because they were so like hard to come by. Books were and expensive, but the Bible was just everywhere.
They used to what? Sorry, I didn't
They
catch
used
that.
they used to chain books up in like libraries and public places and that, because people used to steal them.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So nobody would take them, stick them in there under their
Yeah, but no
yeah,
one would steal a Bible.
yeah.
Because there were so many, or any religious book, because there was so many of them around, or because it's like you just wouldn't, would you? Because you go to hell. You go to hell. That's what you'd think anyway. If you're God-fearing.
Yeah, wow, interesting, man, interesting. Didn't really, well, I did know actually. I did know um, religion goes as far as to brainwash someone into doing what they want them to do. When I used to be a cashier in Lidl's when I was younger, I served a priest, I served an imam, I've served an African priest and a Catholic priest as well. And I ask them all the same question every time I see one, a holy person, really some sort of position or wearing some sort of uniform. I would ask them, not shy, just ask away. So where did God come from? And they would always refer to the teachings of the Bible or their holy book. And
Yeah.
that's the only answer that they could come up with. They can't think out of the box because they're not allowed to. Hello? Hello?
Hello. I'm still there. Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
keep...
was walking down the road ages ago, and I think she was a Jehovah's Witness, came over to me, and she had this book with her, and she kept going on about, oh, I've got proof that God exists. I've got proof. If you turn to such and such and such on this page and that page, it's proof. And I'm just like, but that's a book. I didn't say anything. I just wanted to, like, you know, I couldn't be bothered to like argue with her or even have a debate.
Yeah.
But
Well, she's right. The preacher
but
is
no,
right.
if you was to look at
Right.
go home and look at those actual like quotes, what she was going on about, it's just waffle. Like, I don't
Sure.
know. It doesn't actually prove the existence of God. It was just John said blah blah blah.
But how do you know the writing that you see on the internet, the research, the words that you see on the internet? How do you know that they are telling the truth or not? You know, how do you know in the Bible it's the same thing in the Holy Book? It says
Yeah.
exactly the same thing, you know, on the internet and in the Holy Book. You know, which
I
one
mean,
can you believe?
with the internet, if you used to get information, you can research it and you can actually go to that actual place or meet the person or blah blah blah. Whereas the Bible, it was 2,000 years ago. You can't actually go back there and find these things and people.
Yeah, it was
So
two
you
thousand
can
years.
kind of trust. You can't trust anything really, but I'd say like 80-90% of what you read on the internet, you could go and find it as actually to be true, like if you go and witness it in real life instead of just getting secondhand information sort of thing.
Yeah. But whatever you read is secondhand.
Yeah. But I suppose, I don't know, it's kind of comes down to human trust then, isn't it? It's like off the top of my head, the Guardian, people read the Guardian, they're none of them are right wingers, they're all sort of left-ish sort of, so it'll all be the same sort of people will buy the Guardian every week and read the Guardian every week, whereas if it's a right-wing newspaper, only right-wing people will support it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it depends what people's biases that you create as you're growing up and blah blah blah. That's what's good about you, is when you go to the protest, you're the eyes for the people that can't be there. You're filming it
Oh,
for us.
so you're saying I'm God, yeah? Oh.
You are God of the protests. No, just
So
it's
so the
good
next protest
because
I'll
the
go to,
BBC won't ever. And
next
then at the
protest
same
I'll go
time,
to act like God.
yeah. And then at the same time, are these protests working? But that's another subject that we'll probably do next week or whenever it is. The next subject. But yeah, this subject that we're talking about tonight, that's playing out deep at the minute. Religion. It's
What?
weird
So
because
it's
the last, I was going to say, the
so
last few years, I've noticed religion has sort of slowly been slipping away and getting a bit quieter as we've had the pandemic and all that shit. But now it's come back, bang, with a force. Two opposing sides at war with each other.
I was gonna say the newest. There's been wars going on already. Before the newest war. That current war is the Ukraine and Russia. But before the Ukraine and Russia, there was another war, and there was another war before that, and they're all still going on at the same time. So the new war that's going on right now, that's just another war added to the number of wars that's currently going on in the world.
Yeah,
So
that's the longest war, isn't it? It's been going on for 3,000 years or whatever. That war, like we were showing on the map earlier. It's just a myth. But I think someone said earlier, this is going back into another subject that we don't want to touch on really, but apparently all the religions in that area, like Christians, Muslims, Jews, they lived in peace for the best part of like 500 years. And then the Balfour Declaration and the UN and the British and the Rothschilds kind of fucked all that up. And it's been a constant war ever since.
who, the Rothschilds?
Yeah, they you could say brokered all the agreements and lent loads of people money to buy land in Israel. They bought it all off the Syrians as the Ottoman Empire was collapsing. Basically, the Rothschilds lent loads of people and Jews money to go, right, we're going to buy all this land in the north of what was called Assyrian Palestine. And that's how they kind of got it. The Zionists started promoting it to all the Jews to come over. And Bob's your uncle. This is where we are today. Oh, good evening, buddy boy.
Yeah, hello, buddy boy, and free rider.
And free rider as well. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I haven't been looking in the chat. We've just been waffling tonight, haven't we? Waffle about.
So so as I was saying, the new war that's currently going on is just another war added to all the other wars going on in the world. So anyway, so the new war is about religion.
Well, the continuously old new war, yeah.
So which religion is fighting each other now?
It's Islam and Judaism, or actually a lot of the high priests in Judaism are saying that it's nothing to do with Judaism. It's the Zionists that are fighting this war, and they don't represent Judaism. And Hamas was set up by Israel in the late 70s, early 80s, as a way to get rid of the rulers of that area there. Yeah. We could go into like, there's so many areas we could go into really. But I don't want you to get a strike and
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Everyone's showing the war in the new war in Israel, so on the channels. So I don't think people are getting striked. So I think we can talk about it.
yeah,
we are talking about religion, and this is partly based war on religion. So,
and we'd planned this a couple of days before all this shit had even happened anyway, so it's not like we're just like trying to grift. We're grifting on the moment, guys. make sure you put some money in our fucking buy me a coffee, yeah? No, I'm joking. We're not like that. Not doing that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a heated discussion, a heated debate, religion, wherever you go, it can be.
You want to stick the link in the chat again, please?
Yeah, we'll do.
Someone wants to join. Buddy boy, maybe he likes to talk. He knows a bit. What about the numbers? Is Gematria, whatever you call it, is
Gematria.
that a religion? Do you
Do you know
call
what? I
that?
don't know much about gematria, if I'm honest.
Do
I
you
keep
consider
saying I
that?
need to look into it and learn about it, but I just don't find the time.
Yeah, all the 333s and 666s and 999s. I like the 333s. The last protest was the last protest before. No, it was the 23rd of September. Everything was threes and nines that day.
But then our numbers are just concepts created by the human mind, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Or were they there before? I don't know. That's another subject. You should do a gematria night. Get token and that on. I wouldn't know where to start with it.
Like I did a little experiment this week. I did everything at a certain time. Nothing changed. Or the way I felt, nothing changed, So I just wasted my time.
So yeah, I remember when I was a little kid, like we're talking like 2, 3, and 4. I used to go to Sunday school, man, with my nan because my mum used to work. I think we was chatting about this the other night. Yeah. But I can't say that I'm religious, even though I was christened a Christian.
Oh, Buddy Boy says there's a Saturday. Damn, I can't make Saturday. I'm working, man. Shit.
Yeah, I thought there would be Friday or Saturday. There's got to be.
Yeah.
He's going to kick off, man.
Protest.
I can see it.
You know the ULEZ, anti-ULEZ. I
Yeah.
haven't attended the anti-ULEZ protest, just the anti-ULEZ protest. I haven't attended that because I'm not anti. Well, I know.
You got a bike.
Well, when I go to these protests, I'm impartial, So I just record all these posts. I'm impartial when I go there, I try not to get involved, whether I agree or don't agree. So I should go to these anti-ULEZ protests, even though I'm against the anti-ULEZ. I'm actually for 15-minute cities and all of that stuff. Imagine you get rid of your car. Imagine how much petrol you save a year, how much insurance you'll save a year, how much all the maintenance costs to fix the car a year, the road tax and all of that,
But then again, there's like I don't live in London and I've never drove a car, but I think I'm thinking about all the people that have got jobs and they take their kids to school and yeah, a lot of people are going to get charged for that.
Well, there is if you're in a two-parent family, things can get done properly and 15-minute cities will work. If you're a single person, 15-minute cities will work. If you're a single person with kids, with one kid, it could work, you know. With two, it could work, but then you're gonna have to earn more money for any more than maybe two kids that you have if you're a single parent. So then it won't work. So then the 15-minute city will then say you can only afford one child in this 15-minute city because of the current state of job salary rates in this part of the neighborhood. So then,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So then you would
Oh
know not to have more than two kids or what, or even have
yeah.
a kid.
More than one car.
Um,
Body Boy saying there's been chatter online about a jihad after Friday's prayers. I've heard about that as well. A jihad. That's what I'm saying. Stay out of London on Friday night, man. I won't want to go out Friday night. That's my advice. But who knows?
oh yeah, for Friday, where is it? And I'll go to it. I'll record all the
There'll be people all out on the main
I'll
areas of
record all
London.
of them swinging their arms left and right, swinging their arms left and right, left and right, left and right, and then smacking their chests from left to right, and then swinging their arms more and more. That's what they do, like 1,000 of them together for like 10 minutes.
Do you think all these religions can coexist, like this little Pac-Man thing showing?
Free rider, you mentioned it. I'm gonna have to look into it now. It's thanks to you. We're all gonna have to blame Free Rider for why I'm attending the protest on Friday of the jihadis. Blame Free Rider.
Islam is law and government too.
Oh, yes.
Probably
Well,
in certain areas of Europe, it can be like that.
no,
Little
the jihadis.
cul-de-sacs.
If the jihadis are alright with Muslims, then I should be fine. You know. I was born into a Muslim religion. It
Yeah,
wasn't my choice. You know, I was born into it. You know.
yeah,
Uh,
same. Not Muslim, but Christian. Yeah.
Yeah, you was born into a Christian. Well, there we go. Then you was born into it. It wasn't up to me. You know, I was born into it. You know, I came into the world thanks to a Muslim family. But
But
now,
now, but now, do you think like you won't carry it on? Like I won't. Well, I
no,
wasn't really religious anyway, but
yeah,
I'm not. And yeah, my son certainly don't believe in all that.
sure, yeah, exactly like me. If I was to have kids, which I'm probably not gonna have any kids because of the way the state of the world is going now. Do I want to bring up a kid knowing that when it's an adult? uh, 20 years from now, uh, it's an adult. The way the things are going now, and it's getting worse. Do I want my kids to uh, break their backs as bad as what I'm breaking my back right now? You know, so I don't know, man.
Man,
Imagine God comes down from the sky, or in the Christian religion, Christianity, the the Holy One is going to come back and save us. Savior for humanity, Jesus. He's going to come back in the heavens. We're going to see him in the sky. And then what? We're going to say, oh shit, the God and Christianity is right. We have to believe it now. We see it in the sky. So if you see
Well,
something
if that
like
does
in the
happen,
sky,
then I will be the first to believe it if I see it. But it's never happened yet.
you won't question the narrative. Why is there an object like that up there in the sky, a cross or a man or something like that? Why is there a man in this?
And it speaks to us, but like in every religion, hello there. He has an individual conversation with all 8 billion people, but all in simultaneously at the same time. I created the earth in 3 days. Or it's like, what's his name? Morgan Freeman. Think of his voice.
Oh yeah, he's got like this voice. Yeah. What? Like in Bruce Almighty? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, now is the time to, if anyone's got any evidence.
Yes, chat. That's mine and Age Case's evidence that there's a God. The film, if everyone can watch the film Bruce Almighty, God is in that film. There's your proof, guys, that God is real. But people in the chat, can you direct us to where we can find the truth? Some sort of evidence that of maybe what he looked like, you know.
And until that time, I suppose the only truth you can find is like the love with the people around you, I suppose. Especially the person that created you, like your parents and that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No point in dwelling on it. How many have we got there?
What? Don't local. That will put you in the right
DMT.
direction. Oh, DMT local. Okay.
The illusion of choice between turd sandwich and douchebag. But yeah, the next live we do is quite interesting, I think.
The next live. Oh, we got some in the chat that will like this subject. I haven't advertised this yet on any platform yet. Maybe you can announce it today.
Just like going through, I don't know, the truth movement, the grifters, all the government agents, the agencies, I don't know, trying to piece it all together. That'd be quite, like sort of a review of the last 2 or 3 years of, you know, like the COVID protests and who all these people are like that are leading us down these fucking empty streets of London every week. I don't know, to name a few, Piers Corbyn, Kate Shimarani, Mark Steele, Fiona Hine, all them sort of, Mark Sexton and that. That'd be a good little discussion. I know more people would be up for that. Religion's a bit of a boring one, isn't it? But it can be interesting as well if you've got time. But yeah, it's like another religion, isn't it, really? All that shit. All these people.
Do as you're told.
Leading these people into beliefs and stories and yeah. Shills and bellyachers.
So I went to a lot of those protests. What, Jonathan Castro, you went to a lot of the freedom protests? Did you see me there? I had a bike with a green box at the back. I still have a bike with a green box at the back. Well, it's a different bike, but it's the same box. That box has been on four different bikes now.
Do you know what one of the good things about religion actually is? Even though I'm not religious, but one of the good things about religion is actually the architecture of. It's like whenever I go to a foreign country, whatever it is, Muslim or Christian or whatever, I like to go and have a look at the building, and it's they always do nice buildings because the whole community will put their absolute awe into building that, and it'll take them years and years, like monks building it and stonemasons, and now they just don't do that shit anymore. Maybe having a belief system kind of drives people to do good things in a way, like build like massive monasteries and shit that lasts for hundreds and hundreds of years, but at the same time it keeps the rich in power and the peasants at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, this is good comment. Renee Krause. It is always good to see people questioning the world they live in. So many people just go along with everything they are told without ever thinking about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you guys in the chat. But remember, guys, look, let me just put my disclaimer up for you guys. You know, we are all mad. Don't believe a word we say. But yeah, so that would be good. And the next protest, well, no, I'm not gonna. I said it now. So the next protest, instead of just recording the protest, I'm gonna start asking some questions. You know, to maybe the organizers at the protest, or a special guest that's speaking at the protest. Have a question or two for this person, this earthling. Maybe have a controversial question from a YouTuber on YouTube that I've seen a video of them, and question them about the video and what I've heard on that video about them. Bring up all of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, man, that sounds good.
And we'll talk about it more on our next stream. The trolls, not trolls, the shills. That's what shills, isn't it? That's what they are. The 77th brigade.
Yeah. That's just part of it.
Yes. Dangerous waters. I have to wear some camouflaged clothing when I go to my next protest. Yeah.
Ask Fiona how she got the screen into Trafalgar Square. Yeah.
The last
probably
protest.
just rocked up with a van.
No. Fiona didn't get no screen with the last protest, the 23rd protest. She didn't get no screen. The screen was already there. The EU rejoined the protest were using the screen, not Fiona. And that picture that everyone's seen of the lorry parked there, they didn't see no screen up. They see the parked lorry. I think that was edited. That video, that picture, they did it making it look kind of real, but it looks edited. I didn't see no lorry with that picture that on the side, because I was there that day on the 23rd. And another person was as well, but I looked at their footage on YouTube. They didn't pass by the lorry on the part on the side. No, that was Trafalgar Square. No, not Trafalgar Square. That was Parliament Square. That was Parliament Square. Sorry, not Trafalgar Square.
We'll have to get a little, like, I don't know, calendar and try and pinpoint all these days again, because I think I remember the first protest was May 2020. It was the big one where you had Piers Corbyn and I think David Icke was there and Kate Shimarani like grabbed the mic and that's when I knew it was all like going to be a shit show from that point.
The first anti-lockdown protests were in Trafalgar Square 2020, summer 2020.
Yeah, no, like May or June or sometime around then.
No,
Mark Steele.
Stand Up X, yeah. Me and Danny Shine, I was Danny Shine's cameraman. So we were in London at the time and going to protests, different kind of protests and shit like that. And one time we come across, I was riding home and I come across a protest. So I thought I'd stop. They look different. They're protesting differently. So I thought I'd come. They're not protesting it like outside Downing Street. They were protesting like a local part of town. So then I thought I'd go and watch them. So I got handed a leaflet and it was Stand Up X protesting, lockdown protests. So then I thought, all right, I've been to a few protests with Danny Shine, so I know basically the structure of protest and what's going to happen and whatnot. So then I went to them, and straight away, police were really heavy-handed with these lockdown protesters, man. Wow. And then after my second live stream, or third live stream, Tyrant Finder and all of the other guys, they were in London, and but Stand Up X started in like as soon as the lockdown started. So when was it? January or February the lockdown started, or March? When was the lockdown?
March 2020.
So March, April, that's when the first Stand Up X protest was about, and I went to their the protest just started, so I went to literally the first one of the first Stand Up X protests.
I've still got quite a few videos saved from years ago. Yeah, we have to go through it all. and we'll get a few people on next week or whenever it is.
Yeah,
Maybe a
some of
week
the
on Monday or
videos,
something.
yeah, some of the videos I couldn't upload because I did upload. I got striked, so I couldn't upload them. And then other live streams, I would live stream them and then delete them afterwards. So no record of them whatsoever. And there were the massive protests as well, some of them, and I had to delete them. Yeah, Jonathan says he kept his placards. Yeah, I've kept the leaflets, but some of them gone old, and some of them, like during the protest in my bag, my water will spill or whatever I was drinking at the time. So it's rotting quicker than it should.
DeWitt said, "Weird how many protesters are filming content as opposed to just stop oil a lot. Who put their phones away just to protest rather than gathering potential content or evidence." Yeah. So they're kind of actually protesting and not just people coming along to try and get content, I suppose, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. But with the technology that there is today, you got to use technology to the advantage. So the best way to help a protest is technology, you know?
It's to have someone film it, yeah, I suppose. And you get people that just go there to all the protests just to film because they like filming, I suppose, maybe.
Yeah, Grey Bleeder, Buddy Boy. There was no Grey Bleeder. There was none of these guys at the start of the protests. When Stand Up X first started, there was no Grey Bleeder, there was no Fiona, there was no there was no camera crew, no Tyrant Finder, no Subject Access, no Resistance GB, no Jim, no actual interview, none of them. It was just me and Roxanne. Roxanne was with Stand Up X. She's a good person to speak to, Roxanne. She knows it all. She's one of the big organizers for these protests, isn't it, Roxanne?
Yeah.
But she's kept a low profile, man. I've not seen her. I've not seen her much.
Wasn't she part of like the Flat Earth movement before all this happened?
Yeah, she was the Flat Earth movement. Yeah. She, she had a little channel as well, but she was
So a lot of them hop from movement to movement, don't they? That's another thing
yeah.
I notice about a lot of people.
Well, she was like a freedom fighter, innit? She was always talking about
Yeah.
freedom before the lockdowns. Yeah. So not like a lot of the people that I met during the
That'd be good.
lockdown.
If Body Boy comes on next week. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yes. Buddy Boy has a lot of interesting things to say about these protests. I know.
Yeah.
I like to hear his theory on things.
I remember him. He used to go to them and come on the live streams like in the evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's mad. How what is it? October. It's like 2.5 years ago now. It's all this started. 2.5 years, man. That's quick. It's gone so quick.
Yeah.
Got a lot of memories of it all. Yeah, same. It's like a subculture, isn't it? That we've all been dragged into.
It's a religion, isn't it? YouTubeism.
YouTubeism, internetism.
Laptop man is still at the protests. A lot of them are still at the protests.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
We was chatting the other night on Discord saying, I think DeWitt said, you know, it's like it becomes like a family to some people. It's all, you know, it's all they've got. The protests, and the people that go there, they all know each other. They all meet up outside of the protests, and yeah, it becomes like a lifeline to people.
Well, I did say as well there, I remember that because I've been to all of these protests like since the start, and I've seen a lot of the familiar faces, and then Overkill and other people saying that these people are shields, these are just actors. I'm thinking, shit, man, for the last 3 years they've been out protesting, but they're really just actors protesting.
Yeah. If you don't toe a rigid line, you're an actor or a shill.
Yeah, there was a lot of there was really a lot of YouTube armchair activists on YouTube during the lockdown. A lot of armchair activists, you know, oh, my freedom this and oh, my freedom that. Okay, what have you done? Well, nothing. I'm just sitting on my armchair, sitting down, you know, on my
A lot of
gaming.
people didn't have much to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, where I work, that was shut down for almost a year. I had fuck all to do. And there's some people like that just sat there the whole fucking 2.5 years or whatever. And still, they're still there now, like, mad.
I was out with Danny Shine. I started the channel a few months before 2020, before the pandemic. I started the channel in like August, September 2019. So during the lockdown, I was already working because I was classed as a key worker. So I was still working, but on my days off, I was, instead of doing what everyone else was doing during the lockdown, that's locked at home, I was out with Danny Shine.
Yeah. So, religion. Will it ever end? No. Religion will
Free,
always be there as long as humanity's there, isn't it, I suppose?
Freedom Rider. Not wasn't I working as a baker. I still am. I'm just not a baker anymore. I still work in the same company, in the same factory. I'm just not baking anymore. You know, I can't be asked to bake it. I'd rather load it onto a lorry than bake it. So yeah, man. Well, I think that's it then. We'll introduce next topics discussion, and we spoke a bit about religion today. All the different types of religions. I was baking some loud still. Oh yes, we still are. We still are, but it's getting worse. Oh, there is one thing I need to say to everybody. Well, I shouldn't say this. Well, I haven't said the company that I work at, so it should be fine. But doctors and GPs are no longer are going to be available to workers in their factories now. So the doctor or GP is going to be in the workplace. Oh, we've got Buddy Boy here. You don't mind another 10 minutes, Age?
No, man, that's all good.
All right, let's let him on.
Evening, evening.
Evening,
Hello, Buddy
evening.
Boy.
How are we?
I'm good, I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, very good, very good. I just thought I'd just jump on and say hello, really. Been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you guys keeping well?
Yeah, man, yeah. Not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's all getting a bit weird again, isn't it, in the world,
Yeah, yeah. Well, right.
to say the least.
It chilled out for a bit and now it's coming back again. I knew it
Yeah,
would, didn't it? Anyway.
yeah. I'm interested to sort of talk about what your next topics are coming up next week,
Yeah, that'd be good.
because there's been a lot of stuff going on there as well, isn't there, in the background?
Yeah, that's been slowly creeping back in again.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's so much. I mean, I was saying in the chat a minute ago, it all kind of kicked off really from that first ever protest at Speaker's Corner when Fiona, Piers, and who's the other guy who died? The
Oh,
UKIP
the
guy, the rally
racing car.
driver.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rally driver.
God, what was his name?
Forget his name, but
Yeah, he got nicked as well, didn't he? And then from that moment, they went on to kind of lead the protests. And that first one in was it August, and then it all got split up between the two groups, which then you had Fiona and Kate Shemarami doing that medical protest in Trafalgar Square with the big giant screen. And then the following week, it was Stand Up X, Louise, Craftfield Save Our Rights, Piers Corbyn. And that was the first time I'd ever heard the word shield, to be honest. I'd never heard the word shield before until those two started calling each other shields.
yeah.
And I think that was actually designed to create the distrust and confusion amongst everybody, to not really know who to trust, really.
Yeah.
And it's gone from there, really. And there's such a sort of a level of fuckery and deception of who's on the right side here, really. Yeah, it's quite a weird situation. But yeah, you look at the likes of Lawrence Fox, Andrew Bridge, and I mean all these people that have been placed into the movement to give the illusion that they're on your side. And yeah, I remain on the fence with a lot of it, but I can't trust any of them, to be honest.
No.
I mean, this Bridgen's got a debate coming up, I think next Friday, the 20th, and it's on Friday afternoon, right at the end of the day. And I can just imagine what's going to happen. All the MPs are going to go home for the weekend. You're going to have a handful of people
Like they
sitting
always
there.
do. Every weekend
Exactly.
they're at home.
Yeah.
About 10 people in there.
Yeah, it won't be on TV. It
Really
won't
not.
be in the main. It won't be in the media for all the normal people to sort of to see what's been spoke about excess deaths, and nothing will happen. But yet they'll give you the illusion that, oh, we're fighting back and we're doing great things. Oh, you got to support these guys. They're great. But as you were saying, Age, getting led down dead ends, walking around London on a Saturday afternoon, shouting at empty buildings. I do not comply, and all this. 3 years later, where has it actually got us?
Resist, defy, do not comply. I've heard that for years.
Yeah.
The same man in the same jacket. Yeah.
But yeah, just reminiscing. Those were funny days, weren't they? At the very beginning, when we all got to sort of know each other, didn't we, on Overkill's channel, and some funny videos, and a lot of it he called out. He made some good observations and some good spots as well. It was.
Now,
But it
I
was.
liked Overkill. It was really entertaining. I was
Oh,
on
was
YouTube.
Yeah, it was entertaining, wasn't it?
It was.
Good.
It was just the trolling got too bad. If the trolling wasn't as bad as it was, I would have stayed on Overkill and enjoyed it, until the end. But the trolling,
It was because Free Rider in the chat as well. We all sort of, like, we spoke about this. Right? We all kind of went through that kind of meal a little bit, and it was kind of like you all got sucked in and got welcomed, and there was a lot of love, welcome, and part of the family and all that. It was a real kind of operation, really, like a real psychological operation of drawing people in, welcoming them in with open arms. And then if you backed someone or sided with someone that he questioned, you were instantly called a shill. You're a cop. You support people. I think I supported, like, at the beginning, Subject Actus. I thought, he's a young lad, just a YouTube filmer going around filming, and because I supported him, it was like, you're a fucking shill, buddy boy. You could, I got booted off. I got booted off the channel. And then about 2 weeks later, Free Rider goes, someone else gets booted off. They started calling you out, Age, and I was just like, this is a proper operation going on here. Like, he was just removing people left, right, and centre, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just collapsed. He never come back again. And I wonder whether that was a sting operation. That was just a weird, but an amusing time as well. It was quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. I haven't really thought about it for about a year, actually.
Yeah. 'Cause it's been a long time, isn't it? It's been a long time since all that shut down.
Yeah.
But the
funny opposition
times,
to the government, and the opposition to the corruption, and they just, like, stopped it dead, didn't they?
Yeah,
I think.
But yeah, when you do your and I appreciate you obviously been on for a while, and it's obviously getting late, so it's only really to come on to say hi, because it's been a while since we touched base, sort of thing. And just sort of really sort of a courtesy to say hello to you two, and just to say, let us put the link on Local's Telegram thing, because I'm on there.
Oh right, yeah, go in there.
Yeah, and I'll jump on next time, because yeah, I've got got some memories and some thoughts and some some input to maybe join the panel and dissect it all, talk about it.
I've asked the Tyrant Finder as well to jump on when I do.
Yeah, good man. Yeah, I'm on his Telegram as well. That's quite a good Telegram group. There's some good people on there. Some really really
He
sharp figures on
confronted
there.
Fiona at the last protest.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. And Grey Bleeder come up to him all twitchy and started giving him loads of shit as well. So it was an interesting watch. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At least I mean he's one of the ones that, calls it out and says it how it is, and got a lot of respect for him
See,
for doing that.
if I had the right questions, see, next time we do this, it will definitely be before a protest. So when we discuss this on the next stream, it'll get me thinking of some questions to ask these people when I see them face to face, because they all know me. They all know me local. They all know local experimentalist, they all know that. They all know him. So when local is at the protest, they all come up to me and say hello, and I don't know them. They know me as local experimentalist.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, put the link in, and are you gonna do it next week, are you?
When do
Maybe
you want to do it? Like a week on
Or next
Monday,
couple
or
of weeks, whenever.
no,
yeah,
maybe Thursday. Today's Wednesday, so yeah, Thursday. Because my work is 4 on 4 off, and so
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
so yeah,
Yeah, no,
ask these guys
keep us
some
posted.
questions face to face at the next protest.
Yeah, it'd be good to get Tyrant Finder on there as well, because he's again he's been there from the very start. So he's like you two, like me, like Free Rider. We saw it all, really saw it all taking shape, saw it all basically get co-opted from the very beginning, in my opinion. I saw it really. It was quite obvious, to be honest, at the very beginning. And the first few faces that got nicked at Speaker's Corner were then the faces of the movement. And a few of them were complete unknown. I mean, people knew Piers Corbyn, obviously with his links with his brother, but the other ones, Fiona and
Will from GB News. No, not GB News.
what, your Resistance GB?
Resistance GB. Yeah, he was another one.
Yeah. The what did Overkill call him? What was his name for him? He was like an Enfield. He was a Tory councillor, wasn't he? An
Yeah,
ex-Tory councillor. Because again, there's a lot. If you look at a lot of the people in the movement, Louise Creffield used to be Labour MP, Labour councillor. David Curtin, ex-UKIP. Oh, was it Jeff Wyatt? Jeff Wyatt was the guy who got nicked at Speaker's Call, and then came one of the faces, ex-UKIP councillor. If you look at all of the faces within the movement, they're either ex-Sandhurst military, ex-military, ex-medical people, or ex-politicians. And again, you have to question all that. You have to sort of think,
yeah,
well, what are all these people that are affiliated with the government or with the institutions and the authorities that are controlling us and have controlled us, and we're now putting them up as faces and leaders of the movement, and that in itself has to be questioned. And most of us with half a brain cell have questioned it. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, let us know the links, because again, I've got a lot of stuff to talk about, as I'm sure other people will as well. And I know Tyrant Finder's got a lot of thoughts and opinions about it as well. So it'll be an interesting chat for sure.
yeah. And we'll all be a bit more passionate than religion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I think it'll be a good one. I think there's a lot to discuss about that, because again, it's 3 years in, and it's the same old faces, the same old shit show, the same old bullshit, and it probably needs to be spoken about, because there's an awful lot of people that have woken up in the last couple of years that are following them, that haven't really done the years and years of hard graft to really understand what controlled opposition is all about, basically. And it's massive. It's massively co-opted. You know, you can look at all of it: GB News, the hashtag Together, and then all the various faces within this movement that are claimed to be, you know, doing great things to push back, ain't doing shit. You know. So anyway, boys, I love you and leave it. It's good talking to you. I know it was only brief, but I just thought I'd just jump on to say hello. Really.
That's all good, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, you two take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ciao for now. Yeah.
Peace.
Take care. See ya.
So yes, Age, I think we'll close it there.
Yeah.
So today is Wednesday, the 11th of October. And we'll see you next week on Thursday at 9 o'clock, discussing the protest. What we're gonna name it?
Don't know. 1984. the COVID years.
The protest, the lockdown protest.
The lockdown, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to
UK
think of something.
UK protests. UK lockdown protests. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I've got new design for next week.
Right then, yeah. So thank you, Age, and thank you everybody for joining.
It's been good.
Is there any last words?
There's no last words. That's my last words.
Okay then. Take care, everyone.
Peace
and
out,
we'll
man.
see you again next week, Thursday at 9 o'clock. Take care, everyone.